Hey guys, so this is going to be a quick tutorial showing you how to do a double exposure effect, and it's pretty fun. So I'm going to basically find a little parking garage, I think there's one over there, and just kind of make a little edit to show you what we're going to create today. So now that we're in Premiere Pro, let's first start off by showing you what you're going to need for this effect. It's pretty simple. All you need is 2 clips. The first clip that I have here is the one that I went out and shot outside. Notice how most of the background is predominantly white. And the next clip that you need is something that you want to be the double exposure. In this case, I'm using some drone footage. All you have to do is drag that footage on top of the clip you shot, and then simply click on the top layer and go to the Effects Controls tab, click on Opacity, and then go down to Blend Mode and change the blend mode to either Lighten, soft light, whatever you want, honestly. I found that lighten works the best for my needs, and sometimes screen. So you can play around with different effects, but I like lighten. Now, notice how the double exposure is kind of happening right now. All we have to do is make it more obvious by clicking on the bottom video layer and going over to the Lumetri color panel. And if you don't see Lumetri color panel, click on window and go to Lumetri color. Now, in the Lumetri color panel, click on basic correction and go to the exposure and increase the exposure just a little bit. Increase the contrast, maybe increase the highlights a little bit, decrease the shadows, increase the whites, and decrease the blacks. This will make it a more contrasty image that will make the double exposure pop more. So now that this is done, we can kind of see that the double exposure is successful. I don't like this ledge that we have right here, so all I'm going to do is click on a bottom video layer, zoom in a little bit, and change the position up a tiny bit. So now that we can see we have completed the double exposure. However, this double exposure is, as always, very, very customizable. So all you have to do is click on the top video layer and you can either scale it up, scale it down, move it around however you want to get the custom effect that you have going on. I like how the sun peeks out at my hat, so I'm going to keep it something like that. Also, feel free to keyframe the position so that you can create a custom double exposure to something that you like, and it will also make it more dynamic. So that's the basics of a double exposure, guys. I know there's other ways of doing this. However, this is the fastest double exposure technique that I use a lot. So be sure to smash that like button and subscribe, because I'll be making some more stuff in the future. And as always, I'll see you next time.